we're going to weave paper mats. We don't have palm leaves, so we're going to use paper and make our own mats. So for that you take two different colors of card paper, A4 size, which we have already given you. You can choose any two colors. And on this paper you keep it like a landscape size. And on one side you measure 2 centimeters from the edge. Inside you measure 2 centimeters and you mark the points. And once you have marked the points, you join those 2 points. So you get one straight line right across one side. Okay, that way. And then on that line, you are going to measure 2 centimeters and mark the points. So here we go. Right, and then likewise on the other end also make sure you mark 2 centimeters of points, exactly the same way you started here. You start here as well, so you get it right. There we go. I've got all my dots marked, if you can see. And now I'm going to join the top dots with the bottom dots to get my 2 centimeters of lines. So you'll get lines like this from top to bottom, and you'll do the same thing on the other sheet. And then you are going to cut these lines up to the line that you have drawn across this way. So you cut it on the line. So you'll get strips. You know how we had palm leaf strips? So we're going to cut strips only up to that line. So if you can pre-cut it beforehand and keep it ready, it will be easy. So then when we are in class, you can just be ready to make or weave your mats. Or you can do half your mat and keep it ready and be ready. So you're going to just cut them like this, just to get strips. And because I don't want you to have separate strips, I just want it attached on one end. So this is how you want. I have already cut 2 of them. This way I have got my 2 sheets that I had cut previously and kept. So this is what your sheets are going to look like. And then we're going to do the weaving. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. So you keep that. And what I would suggest is you pick up alternate strips like this. That way, and maybe you could clip them with a clothespin or some kind of a clip. I'm just going to put this over here. Now from the other one, you can now start your weaving. So I'm just going to cut out one from here, from the second sheet, and I'm just going to place it here like that. And then put it back here. You see how this looks like a woven mat? And then I'm going to pick up the different ones. So I'm going to pick up this, and again alternate. Pick up this one first, this one only. Now, right, so pick these ones up, again do the same thing, put them in a clip or press them. Better to put it in a clip because it's not easy putting them here. And then I'm going to cut out one from here, and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to put it here and leave that here. Now what I have to do is I have to push the second one up like that. So you see how I'm getting alternately blue paper in my weaving. So this is how we're going to do the whole mat. Just wanted to tell you, because you might be getting confused, which strip to pick up, right? So if you look over here closely, there's a blue strip, green, blue, green, blue, green, blue. So the ones that have the blue on the top, for the very first one, those are the ones you have to pick up. So that's the green strip you'll pick up because there's a blue up here. Then blue is up here. So whichever one has the blue, you pick those up. I'm picking up those only. Got all the ones that are showing the blue strip on top. I have picked them up. And now I am going to put my blue strip underneath. There you go, and I am going to just push it up, right? So that way it makes it easier for the mat to be complete. Now you see the very first one, it's green. So which one I'm going to pick up? I'm going to pick up the one that is the first blue one here. So that, this, or you can do it whichever way you feel you are comfortable with. Next, what I'm going to do is, mine is almost done. So I am now going to cut these. So I'm just going to ask you to cut this extra strips that are jutting out from here. And what you'll have to do is, you will have to put glue here and stick it down. First you put all on the blue ones this side, then you turn it over and do it on the blue strip. So all the blue strips you're going to stick onto the green mat. This is how your mat is going to be made. So this is what I've done with the mat, almost done. And now I'm going to show you how I'm going to put glue and stick this. So as I showed you earlier, I had cut these bits, extra bits off. So I'm just going to cut them again. And while you're cutting it, make sure it doesn't move from here, otherwise it'll all go out of proportion. And they should be close to each other, so keep pushing them up like this. Okay. So now I'm going to show you how I'm going to put the glue. So I've lifted that flap. And I'm going to put glue there. Same here. That way. Do the same on this side. So I'm just going to lift these and I'll stick them first and then I'll cut them. Okay. These I've already stuck. And my very last one, turn it over. So I've stuck them all and I'm just going to cut them. here I'll have to stick these. And I am going to cut this as well. This way my mat is now complete. Now because this is a very broad bit, I'm just going to cut it so it doesn't look odd. Okay, that's my mat all ready.